Hello friends, welcome to Me Paintings. I'm Veronica Me. Thank you very much for watching my rainbow tutorial. Today I will be creating a swipe with some black and also white swiping color, and in the middle there will be all these beautiful rainbow colors. I would like to show you how I mix my colors, so I left the last one unmixed. I'm using these colors from Lucas. This one is turquoise, and then I've got some phthalo blue. This is called permanent violet, mauve, cadmium red, Indian yellow. This is called cadmium yellow, and this one is yellowish green. And then I've got some titanium white and black. So that's all of my colors. And when I mix them, I usually put like a little bit on the bottom of my tiny cup. This cup is, I think, 40 milliliters. Yes, that's 40 milliliters, and I put just a little bit on the bottom of my cup. And then I've got my pouring medium. I mix my own pouring medium from glue and water. I mix 60% of PVA glue and 40% of water. That creates my pouring medium. So I'm gonna pour, I'm gonna cover the acrylic color with my pouring medium. So now it's like 50-50, one part of acrylic colors and one part of pouring medium. But I might have to add a little bit more. I always add less because then it's easier for me to mix it. And when I've got the right consistency, then it's alright. Now this seems like it's too thick. Look. This is too thick. It should be much more watery, but not too watery. That's the trick. It has to have the right consistency. So I'm gonna add a little bit more pouring medium in there. So now I think now it's like 40% of acrylic colors and 60% of pouring medium. And let's see if that's the right consistency. It should be like honey, or slightly whipped double cream. Honey is a better description. Yep, this seems like the right consistency. So now I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna put 2 drops of silicone oil in each color. I buy most of my stuff at local art shop, but I'm sure you can order most of these online. So that's 2 drops. Don't add more because it would be too oily. Now I'm adding also silicone in my white and black as well. And I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, not too much. Now I've got my white mixed with pouring medium as well. And I'm gonna pour this as a base on my canvas, which is size 15 times 40 centimeters. And this is just a mixture of pouring medium and white acrylic color. No silicone oil in there. And this is probably 50% of acrylic color and 50% of pouring medium. So you can see the consistency is like this. And I'm gonna pour it on my canvas. It's this type of white, titanium white. So I'm gonna pour that on my canvas and spread it everywhere. So I kept a little bit of white because I want to pour that in the middle, and I want them to flow nicely on my canvas. So that's white in the middle. Now I can start pouring my colors. I'm gonna start from this beautiful yellowish green, so little blob of color, puddle of color, like that. And then I'm gonna put some yellow inside of this green, and I will continue like that. Maybe a little bit of this Indian yellow. I'm gonna pour this black here on the top. And I'm gonna create a dark swipe. For that, I'm using my piece of plastic sheet. I just push a little bit and then swipe it all down. Now look at that, look at all these beautiful cells. I left that green here, but it's okay. I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh wow, look at these beautiful cells. That's amazing. Let's use my heat gun and pop all of these cells. Look at the colorful splash. That's beautiful. I know some of you might keep it like this, but I'm gonna continue recreating it. I just want to show you a little detail. Look at that. Amazing, beautiful, colorful cells. So cool. Now it's time for another swipe. I know some of you are screaming, don't do that. But I promise I won't ruin it. And for that I'm gonna use my white color. So here we go. Let's pour this white over this edge here. And make a reverse swipe. So ready, steady, go. Look at them. Now I'm gonna go like this because I want my colors to mix all together and create an amazing mixture of colors. Now, here comes the magic. And create all these amazing cells with my heat gun. This is cheap one from Lidl. It cost me around 10 euros. I don't have any other experience with any other heat guns. This is just on and off and it works well for me. So let's see. Wow, that's so amazing. I love it. Look at all these beautiful cells. That's so cool. I love how these turned out. Oh, I swiped with that black because I wanted these dark parts in there, because if I didn't use black it would be too light, but because I used black as the first swiping color, it created all these beautiful contrast. Wow, I love these. So cool. Well, so this was my favorite double swipe technique. And as you can see, you can create absolutely amazing colorful pieces with this technique. So I'm going to let this dry and I might embellish it into something, or I might even leave it like this because I honestly love how these cells turned out. So I'm going to show you the dry version. See you soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. My pour is dry. It took about 4 or 5 days to get dry, and look at these amazing, beautiful cells. I'm so in love with these. I'm happy how it turned out. Look at them. It's such a cool technique, and now I would like to turn it into some bubblicious pour and paint some bubbles in the central. But this time I will be doing it differently than usual. I use my acrylic marker for painting outlines of my bubbles, and when you look at it, when you study it, you'll see these cells are not round. They are all irregular shapes with some sharp edges. So I will try to look at these cells and then paint the similar ones but bigger ones and make some shades on them, so it creates an interesting 3D effect on my pour. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. Let's start here on the right part. I'm gonna start here. There will be my first bubble, and then I will continue creating all of them in the central part of my pour. So my outlines are done, and now it's time to fill them with acrylic colors. Firstly, I start in this green area, so I will use this yellowish green color. Then I've got my cadmium yellow and also Indian red, and then I'll use some violet and blue and other colors, but I will show you demonstration on this piece. So I'm gonna put these here. And also some white, because I will be mixing all these colors together. I like to create loads of different shades. Let's put some white here, the lightest green here. So I'm going to fill all these bubbles with colors. And every time I paint another bubble, I use slightly different color. So I always add a little bit of yellow into it, a little bit of orange. You don't have to be that precise because you'll be working on details later on. Now you just have to fill all these bubbles with some interesting colors. And here comes the fun part for my 3D shades, and for that I just use my acrylic marker and these brushes for shading, bigger one, smaller one for smaller cells, and I just put them in water and then shade this acrylic marker. And this takes a while, but take it as an opportunity to meditate while you paint. I always think about my life, about the things I want to achieve in my life while I paint. So let's start. I'm gonna show you a few little ones and then finish it all. So I go like this with my marker, and then I put my brush in water and try to shade it nicely. Look, it's creating that beautiful 3D shade for my cell. You have to be quite quick, otherwise your marker gets dry and you won't be able to blend your black. So make sure you're quite fast with the shading. So yep. You can also do this with black acrylic color, but it would take longer. So it's faster with this acrylic marker. First one is done, and later on I will put some reflection, white reflection on the top of my cell, but at the moment I will be working just on these black shades. Again, I put my brush in water, tap it like this on my wet baby wipes and create a nice shade. And I will also try to paint reflection on each little cell, just like a little line here and there. With my acrylic marker. I'm trying to follow shapes of my cells. See, that added such a unique feel into my bubblicious pour. So I'm going to finish the rest of it and show you the finished result. And last step is creating shadow underneath my bubbles. So for that, again, I just use my acrylic marker, and you have to do this quite quickly, otherwise your marker will get dry. Or you can also do this just with acrylic color, but I prefer this because it's a little bit faster. And I just put my brush in water and then create this shadow underneath here. Like that. Perfect. Bigger shadow here. So this is quite quick and easy to do. You just have to have the right acrylic marker. I'm using this one from Artistro, but I'm sure there's lots of other brands. Like I've got some Posco pens, or other brands which you prefer. You just have to try how it works before you start doing this. And this is the result of my Bubblicious acrylic pour. I had so much fun creating this piece. I just want to dive inside of these colorful bubbles and squeeze them. And honestly, I feel so happy that you watch my videos and so grateful that I can teach you some new techniques and help you how to find happiness and joy in your art, because I feel like the most happiest person in the world because I can create and paint, and I hope you find this happiness too. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give a thumbs up or share it with your friends because that helps a lot. You can also join my Facebook group, which is called Create With Me, and show us your beautiful art. There's so much negativity around us at the moment, but I believe there is a way how to get away from this negative feeling and find happiness and joy in your life. I wish you good health, stay strong and happy. See you soon. Bye.